Hello, everybody. How are you today? So I just wanted to come on and say something that my guides pointed out to me very, very, very clearly last night. And that's this healing business, right? Everyone's in the business of healing and coaching and energy work and so on, which is absolutely amazing. It's amazing that people can just attach to a new way of fulfilling themselves by being of service to others in modalities that aren't as familiar to the majority. And are detaching from mainstream ways of income, jobs. Listen, we all have to pay our bills, right? So many of us take a multitude of jobs throughout our life that sustain the roof over our head, food in our belly, the bills being paid, kids, family being taken care of. And so much of the time, we feel we're a slave to the establishment of others, and our real yearning and our talents and our gifts are just brewing inside of us, and we've allowed them to just steep like a big pot of tea. And now many are just ready to just share the sips with each and every one of you. So I will use the word healing as a universal rays of light through different modalities, really to simply elevate anyone to a desired level that they're feeling most comfortable on their journey. So healing isn't necessarily you're broken, you're sick, you're ill. It could be things are of disarray and I have so much going on and I would just like help to hone that in. And being on someone's table or remote healing can bring that peace and bring in the feeling of more harmony and balance and homeostasis. Because in those places is where we're so much more calm and feel put together, so we make better decisions for ourselves. So my guides pointed out to me last night with a big hard thump and they said, Sandra, you're not in the healing business. You're not just a healer. You're in the business of empowerment, and you're in the business of empowering others, because every single one of us have all there is to heal thyself. It's just that some don't know how to open that pathway and see that the responsibility, the talents, the gifts, the programming of the divine God source that sparks all over us. We just might not see that. And so you'll tap into different modalities of beings to find wellness, complete wholeness and wellness by reaching out to others. And my whole thing in all of my years of doing this and being this is that I walk my walk, which means if I want to elevate to another level, I reach out to different modalities of energy body workers. If I'm out of alignment, I work on myself and I still reach out to others. And when I reach out to others, then I come back in and I work on myself more. So I'm elevating my consciousness. I'm elevating my light body. I'm elevating my physical, mental, etheric, and my emotional body. So that each time I can bump myself up a level by letting go of other levels that have maybe possibly bogged me down, or maybe I didn't see clearly because of static cling that happens throughout our lives as electromagnetic, geomagnetic, and not being connected to Earth and getting the biomagnetic messages from Mother Earth. So before we begin any blame, shame, it's everybody else's fault BS, the key is to take responsibility and reach inside yourself. And then begin to say, okay, who could help me to the next level? Who could be by my side and team up with me elbow to elbow? Who could help me embrace myself and open this pathway and have aha moments of whoa, okay? Which brings in more wholeness. And then you'll go out and you'll get another little modality, which will do it in that modality. Then you may tick back to someone who you started with, and then you reach out to this one and that one, right? But you're not doing it for anyone to fix you, because you're not broken. You just haven't seen the power that you hold. And for people like me, who have done a whole host of training modalities, created my own modalities, and only listen to my bosses, I'm still learning and churning. I'm still learning and churning my own self-empowerment. And each time I can elevate my consciousness and find this ever evolving state of being, I'm so content at each platform that I stop and look back at, whoa, look how far I've come, and look how I feel. Look at the things that I thought were important and bothered me then. You look back at these different timelines and look at where you are now. And with the world changing so much, we're changing so much. So you could go to, let's just say you chose something like cranial sacral work. There's so many different teaching modalities and so many different study beings that are getting certified, right? And you could see 10 of them, and only one has the magic touch. So for you, where you resonate, remember, this is all about your frequency. I help people find their frequency and empower them in that frequency, and to love that frequency, and how to set your dial to stay at that frequency. Everybody's going to find different people on this path, and everyone's going to find the person who has the magic rhythm with them that's going to the next level. So you're not broken. You're just in a void of the unknown, and waking up and realizing that nothing that you thought was as important as you thought it was. And what is important takes you onto a whole different platform. And so maybe your job, maybe your zip code, maybe certain things are not in jive with that frequency that you're at. So you make the necessary adjustments so you can get clarity and team up with others like myself, but the others of which the team that came in here to support you. And you get to know them super well. And then when they get you to the next level, they exit out and new ones come in. And the same thing happens here on this physical plane. I applaud those who can wake up one day and say, this isn't the job I want. This isn't the zip code I want. This isn't what's working for me. And they make the necessary action steps to make those changes. And then there are some who will wake up and say, I don't really know if this is my rightful place, like right now, with the frequency I have. Either way, you're still, it's in your best interest to reach out to other like-minded people and see if you can tune into your frequency so that you can get more clarity on the direction and a pathway that works best for you at this time. It's never a one and done. I will tell you that. It's an evolutionary process that unfolds the beautiful you. But sometimes you'll go through the parts of you that you might be like, oh, this is painful. But when you get through it, you're like, damn, I feel good. So shedding that skin, shedding that layers, cutting those cords. No more creating karma that you got to pay for a couple years down the road. That's old. That shit crazy thoughts. Gotta let that go. So my spirit guides were real firm with that. It was almost like I sat up in bed and went, I'm not in the healing business. I'm in the self-empowerment business. Because I make it about igniting the cells within the other person, because I have no judgment. I have no judgment. I'm just here to help get things spinning and stirring and waking up and going, yeah, come on, you got this. You got it. Yes, yes, yes. You got this. Whether you're in training wheels or whatever you're in, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. Just know you're not broken. Just know that you're finding and unclogging pathways. You're looking around all over for some direction. And you got to get settled all into this physical hood right here. This hood, this neighborhood of who you are. The me, myself, and I of the God source universe of all that you are. And make choices from that space and place that serve you and your highest good and serve others and their highest good. No matter what your aims are. And then watch everything around you. It's a true encompassing high, honestly. All right, love and light to each and every one of you. Love and light to each and every one of you, because you are love and light. We're on the same frequency. And we're all working every day, all day long, to stay in the frequency that creates the highest outcome, the highest good for all.